Hello, my name is Jacob Sauer. How can man's best friend also be its worst enemy? Why do some go out of their way to meet dogs while others stop at nothing to avoid them? Lived experiences, acquired knowledge, and cultural context all influence the perception of dogs, and for millions worldwide, these encounters are terrifying. Dog phobia is a common and debilitating condition, and treatment through exposure to real dogs can be unethical and unpredictable. Virtual reality is a safe and controllable alternative, but it is underexplored, and existing solutions overlook the effects of cultural background on phobic experiences. For instance, in English-speaking contexts, phobia often arises from inexperience or misinterpreting the behavior of a domestic pet. But many South Asian individuals encounter unsocialized, territorial, and rabies-carrying stray dogs on a daily basis. To address this, our paper presents HemisFear, a VR exposure therapy prototype which affords interaction with both domestic and stray dogs in two culturally relevant environments. We asked ourselves, how could we design an appropriate simulation of domestic dog phobia triggers? Prior approaches have enabled real-time adjustment of the virtual dog breed, proximity between the player and the dog's interest in the player, and gamified tasks. HemisFear's domestic dog environment enables modularity along each of these domains while situating the user in a Canadian residential setting. The solution is thus highly controllable and an accurate representation of Anglo-Western contexts. We also pondered how to build a sensible stray dog exposure scenario that avoided cultural appropriation. We conducted design interviews with 4 Indian participants who currently live in North America. These interviews spanned 6 discussion topics: stray dog prevalence, attitude towards stray dogs, prior experiences with stray dogs, behavior towards domestic dogs, suitability of domestic dogs in VR exposure, and designing effective VR exposure for Indians in the Anglosphere. Participant responses during these interviews emphasized the importance of accuracy for both the cultural setting and the stray dog behavior, as well as users learning to avoid and disengage from stray dogs. In accommodating these insights while still being modular, our stray dog environment is adaptable and culturally sensitive. HemisFear contributes to the underexplored area of VR exposure therapy for dog phobia and integrates cultural factors that were previously unaddressed. It is the first cross-cultural analysis of dog phobia exposure therapy techniques. If further exploration can generalize this design framework across additional cultures, then those who view dogs as their enemies could one day see them as friends.